Recently, a client joined our consulting and she mentioned to me that in her last job, she was doing a lot of different things and multitasking, in fact, a lot of different things. And because of which, she was literally irreplaceable in the company, which as a professional really made her scale to new heights, getting promotions and everything. But suddenly when she started doing a business, she was clueless about who does she want to serve. If this story is something that you resonate with, then watch on this video, because in this video, I will show you how exactly should you be going about finding your freelancing or agency niche so that it's profitable and it can help you scale at least to 5 to 10 lakhs a month. Now, whenever this question arises that, hey, Jayant, I don't know how to find my niche. And by the way, by niche, I mean niche in a service-based or freelancing business. Do not come asking me, hey, how do I start an e-commerce business? What should be the niche or YouTube thing? No. I am an agency expert. I help service providers grow from anywhere less than 1 lakh to 5 to 10 lakhs a month. So this is an area which is right under my wheelhouse and I know the most about, right? So let's talk about agency niches and how exactly you can find your freelancing or agency niche. But before we get started, let me actually define what is niche for you. Now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but a lot of people get this niche wrong. And when I ask them, hey, what is your niche? A lot of them tell me, you know what, I help small business owners. Bro, if you just walk right outside of your house, every single business that you get is a small business owner. Raste ka chai wala bhi business owner hai. So your niche is not small business owners. Your niche is not startups, because every new business is a startup. Your niche is not enterprise companies or B2B companies. This is just too broad. How I define niche has two components. One, the service that you provide, and two, the micro segment of the industry that you solve. Let me give you an example with the help of a story. One of my clients, Jitendra, he came to me, he had this issue that he was serving local businesses. And I gave him the exact same response, that if you walk out of your office, a chai wala is also a local business, kirane ki dukan is also a local business, a restaurant is also a local business. Which local business are you talking about? Because let's be honest, if you do marketing, for an example, marketing for small businesses, or let's say marketing for a chai wale ki dukan, is very different from marketing for a restaurant, and it's absolutely different from marketing travel company. Right? Now, this is where people go wrong. Now, you have to really define who exactly are you going to help. Now, this is where your buddy comes in. Now, first thing first, when we are defining who exactly you are going to serve, I have a very simple framework. If you have no experience, you just have learned a skill, let's say video editing, or you have barely getting started, you have learned web designing and everything, I want you to go deep into figuring out what kind of industry you are most passionate about. And one of the easiest thing to figure out your passions is by simply looking at your YouTube history. So if I show you my YouTube history or YouTube feed itself, I am watching a lot of videos around YouTube growth. So right now my current passion is that I've recently bought a Beagle. So, it's showing me all this Beagle sort of things. And if I show you my history, watch history, I have been watching about viral video ideas, AI content, and business growth sort of things, how to building a startup, Beagle stuff. So all in all, cold email stuff. So all in all, my passions are divided into videos, YouTube growth, that's number one. Second, which is my profession, which is cold email, outreach and stuff. And overall, business growth is something that I'm really good at, right? So if, let's say, I had a new skill of video editing, I would probably check a look, and majority of my watch history is around getting viral video ideas, YouTube growth. I would probably start providing video editing as a service to people who are in this journey already, which is YouTubers, let's say, right? That is just one of the examples. But this may not be the most foolproof thing that you look at. The other side that I look at is whether you have working experience at any certain field or not. Now, my simplest advice to people who are struggling to find a niche and they have a little bit of experience, I just tell them, whatever you did in the past job or whatever you did for your last 4, 5 or 10 clients, pick the best case studies out of those. Let's say you have worked with 10 different clients and you've figured out that you have given the best results to e-commerce companies through Google Ads and Facebook Ads. Forget about your passion. Just focus on this particular industry and this particular service. Because whenever you're finding a niche, you never find a niche, to be really honest. You always pick a niche and then you go forward. You go ahead and pick that, okay, I'm going to help this particular company for the next 6 months to 1 year and build my business, and then think of expansion. That is actually how the mindset of getting into niche should be. Now, this is where if you you have an inherent experience in a certain field, I would recommend forget your passion. There will be a different channel for following your passion. But if you are doing business, then focus on something that you already have good experience in and you have given good results too. Passion thing only works if you are a beginner, because now you have enough time to work around this particular scene. Now, the good thing about niches is that you need to really focus on one thing for a very extended amount of time. Now, coming back to the story, that this client Jitendra, when he came to me, he was serving all the different kind of niches, a great combo of passion and experience happened. So when I was talking to Jitendra, I was doing this survey that, hey, what are you really passionate about? Can we go deeper into what you are passionate about? He said, hey, yeah, I'm a big time foodie. I like to go into different restaurants and eat their food, sometimes give a review, but I just like to eat a lot. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. Fortunately, because he was a foodie, he was able to connect with the pain points of the restaurants. That is why, having a good passion also kind of adds, but if it is not there, it's fine. Because he was a foodie, he was also working with restaurants and a lot of restaurants were happy. It was just that he never analyzed his own target customers. So what we did, we sat together and crafted a new offer for simply restaurants. So from serving all the local businesses in his area, he went into only serving restaurants, and just by doing that, he raised his prices. He started getting more inbound clients, and restaurants started picking Jitendra because he's so focused on just restaurant. Now, another problem might happen that whenever you're working on a certain niche, a lot of the time, you might have this issue that, hey, you know what, I already have some existing clients. Should I fire them? If I fire them, my revenue drops. What should I do, Jayant, in this particular case? Well, in such cases, what I do is I recommend at least 60% of your customers should come from a niche and 40% from the rest. And slowly you expand this particular ratio to 80% coming from a niche, 20% from the rest, 90% from the niche, 10% from the rest, and slowly migrate into a particular niche. Now, let me share with you with another example. Recently this happened. One of my clients, I won't reveal his name to be honest, but he has a big digital marketing agency. They make about 15 to 20 lakhs a month in revenue, but they make zero profits. Everything that they earn goes back into employee salaries, goes back to their own salaries. There is no business profit that remains at the end of the day. And with this particular issue, we had to come up with a good solution. Now, the reason why they were not profitable was they were trying to solve multiple industries altogether. And because they were trying to solve multiple industry or help multiple industries, they needed multiple industry experts to help them. And now because these are industry experts, they charged high. On top of it, they needed multiple employees experienced in different domains. They needed a lot of manpower and a lot of managers to manage all these companies. All their revenue went back into just maintaining this ecosystem and not being profitable. And the moment we focused on one thing, they let go of a lot of their employees because they didn't need honestly a lot of their employees, and suddenly they were in 5 to 10 lakhs of profits with the same revenue levels, right? This is what happens. Now I know for a fact that it's easy to get distracted thinking that, hey, I'll lose out on the market, but trust me, the market is too big. India, for example, if you just serve Indians, you will easily make a 10 to 15 lakhs a month business without worrying about anything. A lot of my clients just serve in India, right? One of my clients, in fact, only helps doctors, hospitals and clinics, and they make 15 lakhs a month in terms of revenue with healthy profit margins of about 8 to 10 lakhs. That's how much profit they make just by focusing on doctors as a niche. So if you are thinking that, hey, will I not miss out on a lot of market? No, you won't. Unless you are aiming for 1 crore a month, 5 crores a month or 100 crores a year business, I would argue honestly that you can still build a 10 crore a year business with just focusing on one niche. Beyond 10 crores, probably you have to do a 10-degree shift. Take an example of Amazon. When Amazon started, they were a book selling company. They were selling books, right? Then they shifted to multiple other variations, but they were always doing this 10-degree shift. Books, stationery, tables, furniture. Whenever you are expanding a niche, you should always do a 10-degree shift in terms of your market. If you're only helping doctors, maybe go one step beyond and start helping, we have the chiropractors, or start helping gyms. So in the health niche, right? You go deeper and start covering all your bases in a particular industry, and it helps you grow a lot more faster. Now, this is exactly what I would suggest somebody who is struggling to find niche. Now, to summarize everything, if you are struggling to find your niche, all you have to do, if you are a beginner, go look at your watch history. If you are a video person, go watch your YouTube watch history and take a look at the kind of videos you're looking for. For me, it was YouTube growth, AI, cold email marketing, beagles, puppies, right? And all in all, if I have to serve any one of these categories, I'll just pick one of the skills, let's say cold email marketing, start helping a particular industry that I'm most experienced at. You really don't have to worry about whether it is right or wrong. You just pick one and just go for it for like 6 months. At least start pitching these people with an offer. Tell them that, hey, this is what I do. I help restaurants with XYZ. Would you be interested? Send 100 pitches. You will get about 10 replies. Out of 10 replies, you might close about 1 or 2 deals. Experiment with those clients for at least 6 months. See what kind of vibe you're building with that particular domain. And if you like it, stick to it. If you don't, pick another passion. It's as simple as that. If you have experience, I would suggest dropping the passion if you're not passionate, because easiest thing to do is look at your expertise and just replicating that in your niche. You don't have to complicate things here, right? I hope that was helpful. If it did, drop it in the comments what you think and share this particular video with a friend who is struggling to find their niche. Thank you very much for watching.